Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England, here for December adventures. So first of all, we've got day 24 of Lush. Now there is another one tomorrow, so I'm probably going to open it tomorrow, I think. Might as well stick to it. I've stuck to it all the way through. So right, so we have got what looks like a bath bomb with an odd shape. So we'll have, oh, I know. Oh dear me, it's Santa. It's Santa. There we go. So that should be easy to find in the booklet. So Santa, where are you? Oh, there we are. Father Christmas bath bomb, and that is soak in sweet waters as the blushing red of Santa's cheeks fizz away to reveal a holly green centre. Oh, that'll be interesting to do, won't it? It's got a green centre. Right, so that's the one for the Lush. I am going to come and open the number 25 tomorrow of that one, just to keep with you know, tradition really. I don't, why open the last one a day early, you know. I think that will be the last one for this Lottie and Albert one though. But I can do a little review then as well of the Lottie and Albert items, you know, group them together and such like. And I mean, I think you all know pretty much what I think of it so far anyway, but I'll still show you everything together. So day 24 is a hank of yarn, a skein of yarn. And that is a bottle. Oh, I think it's the washing stuff, is it? Delicate eucalyptus. I would imagine it's something to wash your woolly with. Let me have a look. Day 21. Eucalyptus wool wash. It's a treat. So there's nothing to use it on here. But that will actually be useful because should I eventually get my cardigan finished, I can wash it with that, even though it's not wool. It will be gentle enough to do that with. So I suppose that is a useful item. Not what I signed up for though. Like I said, there'll be a disclaimer somewhere that I should have read, which but I would expected everything to be crochet related, and you know, to have some lovely projects to make. I'm going to be back in a moment. Yeah, I'm going to be back in a moment because I've got an update on the BioCore backup. Just bear with me. Okay then, so it's coming up to the end of this particular BioCore by Crook, which is number 4, and I chose Gosforth Park, which is a film. It's a murder mystery with a little bit of comedy. It's set in a 1930s house party, a shooting party. A lot of people have like troubles and, you know, lots of things going on. Sir William is the one who owns everything, and like I said, I've said before, at this stage I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically the Lord Stockbridge has a valet called Robert Parks. It transpires that he grew up in an orphanage in Isleworth. Now this is where Sir William has some of his factories. It turns out that he either had many affairs, if we've been kind about it, but I mean, odds are that he raped a lot of his female employees. He got a lot of them pregnant. If they agreed to give up the child, he let them keep the jobs. Unbeknownst to the women, though, who thought that they were going off to be adopted for a better life, he was putting them into a nursing home, sorry, not a nursing home, an orphanage. And that was, you know, like he was funding that, basically giving them a generous donation. But I don't think they'll have had the upbringing that he implied they would have. Now, as it turns out, Robert Parks is the product of one of these relationships. Now, he goes to stay at the country house, and because obviously he's there to look after Lord Stockbridge. Then we've got two really main characters come into play at this point as well, because there's Mrs. Wilson, who is the housekeeper, and there's Mrs. Croft, who transpires to be her sister, who's the head cook. They both worked in one of Sir William's factories. They both got pregnant by him. Mrs. Croft refused to give up her child. She lost her job because of it, but then the child died anyway. And then Mrs. Wilson, she gave up her child and kept her job, and then rose within Sir William's sort of like organisations or whatever, and she ended up being his head housekeeper, and a very good head housekeeper as well, very efficient, played by Helen Mirren. It transpires that she is the mother of Robert Parks. Now, she doesn't tell him that. He thinks his mother died, but he does realise that Sir William is his father. Now, he decides to kill his father, and he does indeed. Well, it's implied, and also from what's said in the film, he did stab his father. However, his father was already dead, and the implication is that Mrs. Wilson poisoned him with his whiskey. I think he, you know, he didn't want the coffee she first brought. So then she put something in the whiskey. Neither of them got found out. Can't say I feel sorry for the man. So I would say everybody's happy. She basically, you know, son's safe then, because even though he did stab him, he was already dead. So you can't be basically, you can't be tried for something you haven't actually killed him for. So that's basically the synopsis. Everybody goes their separate way at the end. There'll be a lot of, you know, people happy that he's gone, because people will have probably have money when he's sorted out by him going. So that's that. Anyway, the last day is the 31st of December. If you want to participate and send me an entry, then if you do that by that date, midnight here on the 31st of December, we're going over then. If someone's bringing one in. Anyway, by the 31st of December, midnight here, and just send me an email. I will reply within a couple of days if I've got it. If I don't, then you'll contact me again. So that's that bit. There is a £15 prize, which I will, you know, randomly draw on a wheel. That's for Etsy or for Amazon. I'm not sponsored by anybody to do this. It's off my own bat. I think that's about it, really. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, you can use any craft to participate. I accept crochet, knitting, cross stitch, embroidery, drawings, paintings, modelling, anything you want to do that comes under the title of craft, I accept. And I think that's it. I've only got 2 entries so far, so obviously, you know, I don't think this has grabbed people's imagination, but that doesn't matter. I'm not worried. Like I say, I don't do these things to force people into it anyway, so, but if you do fancy submitting something, if you've already done it and forgotten to send it, this is a little bit of a reminder. So that's me for now. Like I say, I'll be back tomorrow with another adventures, and that'll be the last one then for 2024. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you then.